All right, welcome back. So we are working on my Chevy Silverado 2500 2006 LBZ. I got the transfer case out. We're replacing the transmission. I think the transmission pump went out. It was leaking pretty bad out of the trans lines. So I got those on order. There's one right there, if you can see it, kind of, sort of. And then I got the transmission cross member out. I got the trans lines out, if you can see it. And the transfer case is held on by 6 bolts. Well, they're nuts, actually. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I gotta get a new gasket here because I believe that was leaking. It looks like it was. I got a new output shaft seal. And yeah, I believe that's it. I think I want to get another input shaft seal, but we'll see how hard that is to replace, if it's hard to replace at all. And yeah, so I'm gonna get under here. I'm gonna get the rest of the bolts out of the transmission. I believe I got the one down here out. I got this one. I believe I still gotta do these 3. And it looks like there's a 4th there, and then there's 2 on the bottom. So I got about 5 more to do. So I'm gonna get under here and I'm just gonna get to work. Let's get my extremely long, it's more like unnecessarily long, ratchet in here, or extension, as you can see. And we're on there. Got my 36-inch long extension. If you don't have one, and you're a mechanic, I suggest you get one, because these things are a blessing. Especially when you gotta get in tight spaces and you don't really have a lot of room. Probably could use the gun here. Yeah, probably could. You guys can't really see, but there's a bolt right there. Right there that I'm trying to get out. It's really hard to see. So I'll be back with you guys in a minute when I There's a bolt right there. I'll be back with you guys in a minute when I get it out. Okay. Yep, that bolt right there needs to come out. And I'm all the way back here. All the way back here. It's a little 13 millimeter bolt that holds on the, sorry you guys are sideways, but it's a little, you can't even see it there. There it is. It's a little 13 millimeter bolt that holds the transmission dipstick tube bracket on. That way, transmission dipstick tube doesn't come flying out of the transmission. That's the bolt we had to get out there. Next, we're gonna work on that one right there. That one should just be a 15, and I think there's a few more on the side. All right. Had to get the transmission bell housing bolts out. I'm an idiot and forgot to take them out first thing. That's generally what you do. It's the first thing to do. Got my 36-inch long extension going all the way up into there. Then I had to take the starter out, and right there. And then that's where all the transmission torque converter bolts are. But yeah, this whole section had to go all the way out the front of the truck. So yeah, so we're gonna pull this transmission and hopefully it comes out pretty easy. We're going slow, making sure we're not catching anything. Doesn't look like it. Alright, keep going. All the wiring under here is just so crusty. Keep going down. Out pretty much. All right, so today we're going to finally, I got the old trans out. Before it was getting stuck under the frame rail, so I had to go buy that jack right there, which lifts it up like another, I think it lifts it up like another 2 7/8 of an inch, whatever. It was just enough for it to get out. So I'm transferring all of those sensors to that transmission there and my trans fitting lines as well and all the other miscellaneous stuff. That way I can pull that thing out of there, hopefully, and then slide it under there and somehow get it back up in the truck. I gotta figure that out because this transmission jack, I can't put the trans on it and slide it under the truck because it won't fit. It's too tall. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'll probably, I don't know. I can tip it up and slide it on there, but then I run the risk of potentially ruining the trans pan, which I think this one might be dented too. So I don't really want to dent that one because then I got to buy a new trans pan and God knows how much that's going to be. I mean, I just bought all these parts and just one of the fittings alone was like $60. So, I mean, whatever. I got both of them, but if I don't get it in today, I'll get the other fitting tomorrow, and then I'll just put the other fitting in, and then I'll put all that stuff in, put the new lines in, get new batteries because these batteries are completely dead, and then hopefully it starts up. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work, and I also got new seals for this. I got the output shaft seal, which it's auto-focusing. Output shaft seal there. And I believe I got the input shaft for this as well. I'm pretty sure I got like 2 or 3 seals. Ooh, bad lighting. I'm pretty sure I got like 2 or 3 seals. Sorry about that lighting. So let me just double check here. So I got 1 seal here. Got the fitting there. And then I got the other seal here. And no, I got 3 seals. Okay, so I have 3 seals. So I'll just figure it out as I go, what seals I got, what seals I don't have. And yeah, I'm just gonna, like I said, hop to it, get this damn thing in the truck, and I also gotta clean that mess up. But yeah, I'm just gonna, like I said, hop to it, just start putting these pieces together, and I don't know how I'm gonna get that thing out of there, but figure it out. All right, I'm back. Boy, was that sketchy. I had my buddy come over. I couldn't video it. One, I didn't really know if he wanted to be on camera, and two, it just wouldn't have happened. So basically, what we had to do. So I got the new trans in there, old ones right there. Basically, what we had to do was use that transmission jack, or this jack, that jack, and basically what happened was, as you can see the fluid all over the place, we first we tried tipping the front up and sliding the transmission jack in. That didn't work. So then what we ended up doing was jacking on that post right there, and then jacking on the rear right about there. Lifted it up high enough to where we could get that sort of underneath it, and then lowered both of them down, dented the trans pan, whatever. I'll just buy a new trans pan, dented the trans filter a little bit too, but it is what it is. But we got it on there. It was sketchy to say the least. So I'm now going to put the transmission up high enough, get it on there, get a couple trans bell housing bolts in, not torque converter bolts, actual bell housing bolts in, and then get torque converter bolts in there if I have enough time, because I think time is 4:30 right now, so I'll probably stay here till 5, which I should be able to get all the bell housing bolts in, and definitely should be able to get all the torque converter bolts in. Then I'll come back tomorrow and get the get the old lines out, put the new lines in, and all that good stuff. So, yeah. So I'll be right back with you guys. So I just had a crazy massive oil leak out of my oil catch can. That was inside of it. I don't know if it was crushing it because there's no crack, but it was all over here. Even went outside a little bit. There you go, outside a little bit. Down the side of the building and into this other unit, which sucks, but is what it is. All right, just gotta get the rest of the bell housing bolts in. I just gotta get the rest of the bell housing bolts in, and then get all the brackets that hold the transmission dipstick tube, the breather, and all the fuel lines hooked up to the back of the trans, and then pretty much just button everything back up. Put that thing back in with the new seals, and then transmission cross member, and then we're done. I'll just put it back on the ground, go get some batteries, and if I have enough time today, which I should clean the interior. The interior is disgusting. It's got mold and all that stuff inside of it. So yeah, I'm just gonna get to work. I'm probably not really gonna talk that much, and I'm just gonna get to it because I gotta get this done. Oh wow, that's a strobe and a half. Well, I got everything back in. This thing right here was a pain. Dropped it on myself a few times. So transmission's in, everything's torqued up. I am gonna replace the transmission pan because the transmission pan is obviously dented all to hell. But yeah, everything else is pretty good in here. I'm gonna do the transmission cross member next, and that should be it under here, honestly, besides hooking up the shift linkage and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'll come back with you guys in a minute. All right, what's up? So yesterday, it's the next day. So it's March 20th. I'm supposed to move into my new unit, but I am clearly not done with this thing. So we did get the transfer case in. I got everything kind of propped up here. So I got to do the trans lines real quick, put the transmission cross member back in, replace the transmission pan, drain and fill the transfer case, and yeah, replace the batteries, put the tire back on. I do have bolts for the knuckle on this. When I replaced the whole front end on this thing, I don't know if y'all can see, but there should be, at least right there, or maybe it's on the bottom. I don't know. Not too sure, but there should be a missing bolt that I have replacements for and all that good stuff. I also have to clean everything. Gotta get that transmission in here somehow. That's full of ATF, which is fantastic. And yeah, so I just have to get to work. I'll try and get you guys good video, but if I don't, I'm sorry. I have to get this finished today because, like I said, I'm supposed to move into the other unit. And yeah, I'm just gonna get to work, and it shouldn't take me that long, honestly. It should only take me about 2 hours to do everything. So I'm just gonna get to work. All right, I got the transmission cross member soaking in some degreaser because I want to clean it a little bit. That way it's not so dirty. So I'm gonna start the trans lines. Take the headlights out. There's literally a pin that goes in here and here. Here, I'll show you. This pin right here. You just pull it out and kind of wiggle the headlight. Comes right out. So I'm gonna take the fan shroud off and then pull the grill off, get the trans line out, get the other trans line out, and then snake the other two in there. Yeah. Clip pullers. These are probably just gonna break immediately. Thank God I have more. No? Okay. Cool. Didn't break immediately. Oh, okay. Cool. On the ground. And the transmission is in along with the transfer case, drive shaft, everything's hooked up. So I did start it. It does start. It does. Breathe on the key. The thing just kicks right over. But it won't shift into gear. It's telling me that the shift range selector is inoperable. So it's either the TCM's bad, a wire's bad going to the TCM, or the fuse is blown because the OBD port doesn't work either. So I'm gonna get in here and see if the fuse is blown, because that's the easiest thing. I hope that's just it, because if not, a TCM's like almost $1,000, which is kind of annoying. And then I still have to put the truck in relearn for the transmission so it can relearn how to shift. But yeah, so just gonna dive right into this. All right, so this should be the fuse box. And there it is. Alrighty. So just trying to figure out this whole map, if there even is one. I believe it goes like this. I believe it goes like that. Yep, goes like this. Okay. So we need to find the OBD port. Yeah, because I had to pull this blower fuse, this one right here, because the blower motor just literally constantly stays on. So let me decipher this, and then I'll get back with you guys. All right, so I did find it. It's labeled, so I found it. It's labeled auxiliary power. Focus. It's labeled auxiliary power, and that would be that 20 amp fuse right behind this 25. So it's this one right there. So I got to pull that out. And I got to see if that fuse is blown. I looked at it briefly. It looks like it has a black mark. That usually tells you that the fuse did pop. I know the fuse is blown. I'm pretty sure I know the fuse is blown because the cigarette lighter doesn't work, and now the OBD port doesn't work. So that probably means that it's blown. So I'm going to pull this out, and we're going to see if this is blown. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm so excited. So there was two fuses that were actually blown, but the one that controls the power to the OBD port is the cigarette lighter. But what I looked up and what I researched was it could have been an auxiliary power 20 amp, which also was blown, which is the first one I showed you. And then here, I'll show you this one. It was this one right here, that one right there. So it was blown. Where's the old fuse? It was always sus because I don't know if you guys can see on this. I mean, you'll definitely see that it's blown. Come on, focus. 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 Oh, there we go. See how there's like nothing in it for that split second? Hold on, give me a second. Come on. But yeah, see how there's nothing in there? And see how it has this hump? Somebody like hot glued something on top of there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody hot glued something in there. It just doesn't look factory. So, but yeah. As soon as I plugged it in, come on, there you go. As soon as I plugged it in, OBD port started working. So hell yeah, hopefully my scan tool, hopefully my scan tool stays alive long enough to where I can actually get in here and read these codes. That way we can definitely figure out if it just needs a transmission relearn or if, unfortunately, I really don't want to spend the money, but if the TCM is bad. I knew nothing electrical was wrong with this truck. Heck yeah. All right, let me load up my scan tool. Hopefully it stays alive long enough. And let me just get in here and figure stuff out. Okay, so we have quite a few faults. We have 14 faults on the powertrain. I'll just let you guys look for yourself. I'll stay up there. Do not want to stay. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna hold this. All right, so we have quite a few. We got 14 on the powertrain, body control modules 3, instrument panel clusters 1, which I think that's because the check engine light's on. Digital radio receiver, it's an aftermarket unit, so that's probably why. Rear seat audio, I think I'm missing a set of headphones because this does have the DVD player, so I'm missing a set of headphones probably, or it just doesn't want to work, which these tend to not work. Which bag I got? 7. Okay. Heating and air conditioning 2 faults. Rear HVAC 1. Vehicle communication interference 3. Everything else was good. So let's check the driver. Let's see, trouble codes. Let's read the transmission codes if there's any. So it's passed. It's got the engine speed. Passed. Okay. So we do have a bad TCM. So this code right here, U0100-00, I do believe that means that the TCM's bad. Which, damn it, if it is, that sucks. Oh, that's gonna suck. This girl's giving up a fight. That's what she's doing. It's like she doesn't want to come back. But I kind of need you. So, damn. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna have to order a TCM. But it could be worse. It could be unraveling an entire wiring harness to figure out what wire is broken. I knew this truck didn't have any wiring issues. This truck's been fantastic. Stupid scan tool's going black on me. It's still searching for the U100. But yeah, so let me figure out. I think they're like $800 to $1,000 for TCM. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'll be right back. All right. So obviously you can hear the truck is running. I'm back after a couple hours. Had to let the auto charge up a little bit. So I gotta let the trans get up to, I don't know, I think it's like between operating temp and then the trans gotta get to like 104, 150. So I'm gonna do all that. I'll check the trans fluid. And then I'll try to do this trans relearn, trans adaptation, all that stuff. I really hope this works because I really don't want to spend another, I think it's like $800 to $1,000 for a new TCM for the transmission. So I gotta be careful because this doesn't really have any coolant in the reservoir either. Oh, got you guys in the sun, sorry. But yeah, it just doesn't have any coolant in the reservoir either, so I just gotta be careful I don't overheat this thing again. So yeah, so I'm just gonna let her warm up and hopefully this trans relearn works. All right, so the transmission's at like 107. I wanted to wait till it hit like 110. So I figure I'm just gonna hop in there right now, scroll through all the menus. By the time I get to the trans relearn page and start doing everything, the transmission's gonna be at 110, if not more. So let's get in here, start doing this. All right, so I had to clear the DTCs, wait probably like a minute or two, and it's doing the calibration, so I'm hopeful this works. I really am. Oh yeah, so the fast learn, it was a go, and as of right now, Check it out. Oh yeah, the truck's moving. Just gotta make sure I don't take out the side of the building while I roll out of here. Alright, sweet. God, this truck is nasty. I don't know if you can see all the spider webs in here, and there's so much stuff under the hood. Oh man. I'm so excited. I really am. Alright. Oh, it said it might do that. Alright, so it's jerking quite a bit. Okay, it's... Alright. So, it's a little herky-jerky there. Yeah, it's jerking itself around pretty good. Could be still low on trans fluid. I'm gonna go back to the unit here and gonna see if it's low on fluid. Because if it is, simple fix. Very simple fix. All right, so we're doing another calibration test here. For some reason, it's not wanting to shift out of second. Like, it'll start in second, it'll drive through second, it'll go all the way basically to 3,000 RPMs. I don't want to push it any harder than that. This oil is super old. It's like 2 years old. I would definitely love to change it, but I'm just trying to get this calibration test redone. That way I can see if that changes anything. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe it needs another calibration. I don't know. But yeah, so we're just sitting here. This windshield is horrible. It is so bad. This truck is absolutely filthy. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for this thing to do its whole calibration testing, and I'll let you guys know what happens when it happens. Hell fucking yeah, we got this thing running. We're around town. Oh man, such a nice sight to see. I really don't think I'm gonna find anybody to be able to inspect this thing today. It's late. It's like 5:30 in the afternoon. So I'll probably end up waiting till tomorrow to do it in the morning, hopefully. If I can't, then it'll have to wait till I get back from vacation. I had this booked like well in advance. I'm going up to see my father. I haven't seen him in about a year, so. But I'm gonna end the video off here because the truck runs and drives. I have no check engine light on. Oh, sorry. I got no check engine light on anymore. I mean, check it out. No lights on the dash. The dash itself doesn't light up. I don't even think this turns on. Oh no, that does. All right, cool. So that still works. I gotta put the fuse back in to get it to run everything because it's literally just stuck on full blast.
But I mean, this truck is absolutely filthy. I gotta bring it to drop some stuff off, as you see. I gotta drop some stuff off, as you see. That's in the back. Also in the truck bed, there's like a ladder. That's the bumper for the Mazda. So oh my God, that was a rough couple weeks. I know it sounds like it took a long time, but I'm just so proud. And just as an excuse, I cranked my neck, so I couldn't work on the truck for like 5 days. There was a few other things. Oh, I got a little sick, so I couldn't work on it for the last 2 days. But I am just ecstatic. I'm over the moon. I'm so happy it is running again, because now I can actually go get cars and tow them and get a trailer and all that stuff. But first things first, got to get that inspected, got to get that insured. But yeah, no. I really appreciate you guys coming and watching. I know the video and the lighting, all that stuff hasn't been the best, but I'm doing my best. The next video, I will do a intro to the new shop area. So this, even though it's only been in one video, all this is going into my new shop, which is down there. It's like 2 or 3 sizes of this. It was a deal I couldn't pass up. So next video will be a shop video, and then I'll decide which vehicle I'm gonna work on next. I still gotta do the transmission pan on this. I believe that's the only thing left. Yeah, so just do the transmission pan on that. I do have to return those batteries for cores. I wonder if they'll take them a week old. We'll figure that out. But yeah, I kind of want to work on the Mercedes a little bit, but I'm not sure. I might start the Mazda. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm just babbling on. Dude, yeah, just thank you for watching, however many people have watched. Just give it a like, subscribe, please subscribe, because I have so many ideas in my head of cars I want to do. Cars that I haven't really seen on, YouTube, and haven't really seen out there in the world. Obviously, I know they exist, but haven't really seen any. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.